I'm running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, and I stay here for the night. I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. No blind, out of sight and out of mind. No your legs are standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free. I'm running away from the past.
Hello, and thank you for waiting patiently. Lastminute.com on this deadline stream, and the game is updating right now. So hello everyone in chat. Hope you guys are doing all well and good. Hello to JGFD. Nuclear Atoms is here. Slim. Morning from down under. Nuclear Atoms is also in the chat. Hello everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. All looking forward to the new year, I hope. And yes, and looking forward to the Gameweek 18. Just need to turn my mic down 1 second. It should be better now. Should hopefully be better. Cool. Hello everybody. Hey Vincent. More like the wreckage of the deadline. You guys all confident this week? You guys all confident that your team's going to do well? Hands up anyone that's captained anyone other than Haaland this week. Anyone in the chat captained someone differential, someone different, you know, thinking they're going to, potentially capitalize on the amount of high percentage owners of Haaland captaining him. Let's get cracking. You gone with Mo Salah? Dally Paul's gone with Mo Salah this week. That's good, good, good. Right, of course. Going for the tonight's game. So you have to wait long to find out how Mo does. The game, guys, let me know as soon as the game updates, if you wouldn't mind. Because I want to quickly just look over what people have done with their teams. Steve-O asked me if I would do this deadline stream. I wasn't sure I was going to do it, to be honest with you. I don't really tend to particularly like doing deadline streams. I don't find them that great. I don't get much out of them because a lot of the time, I'll go into Discord right now. I'll go into Discord and I'll invite anyone that wants to come in and talk about their decision making going into this game week. Obviously, we've only just finished game week 17. If anyone wants to come in and speak to me, I'm on Discord now. Feel free to jump in there and speak to me. But generally speaking, we don't have many people that want to talk at the moment in their FPL teams on Discord. So maybe that will change. Maybe it won't. But yeah, going back to it, Steve-O asked me to do this deadline stream purely because he's driving and he wants something to listen to. So if you are listening, Steve-O, hello. And I'm hoping to certainly extend my lead on you over the coming 48 hours or so. So yes, I've captained Haaland this week. Some people will not be surprised to hear that. I think he's obviously the standout captaincy pick most weeks. After getting let off the hook last week with Mo Salah as my captain. Afternoon from the east coast of the USA. Hello, Dave. Nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you here, Dave. Wanted to do James to cash, but chickened out and picked up Shaw, hoping for a double game week in 20. Shaw. Interesting. Hello, Ayush. Hello to all of you guys, all the members. Hello to all the members. What's your big? Let me know what your differential is. Let me know what your one. If you've got one differential in your team, let me know who it is. For me, it's still. I don't really have a differential in my team, to be fair. KDB, is he a differential? I would argue that he's probably a differential right now. FPL can't stand non-Haaland captainers. That's why your rank got halved. Yeah, literally. Before City played a few days ago, on the Wednesday, before City played, I was in the top 500,000, which is incredible considering how badly I've started this year. As soon as Haaland played and scored, got his return, I got my rank went from 460,000 to 860,000. So it almost doubled it. Yeah, crazy. Haaland is a massive, just a force that you can't bet against a lot of the time. I mean, God, he's almost outscored. Isn't he on like 20 goals? How many goals is Haaland on? How many goals is he on? Is he on 20 goals? Or am I wrong about that? Let's have a look. Anyone got stats right to hand? Good evening, John. I did Cancelo out for Robbo before bed last night. Now I hear that Cancelo may not start again. Well, I hope you've got a good bench, is what I'm going to say on that one. Really on that? Let me just close this down so I'm not hearing those pop-ups in my ear. Has anyone come onto Discord yet? Oh, Podner's here. Hey, Podner, how's it going, man? Oh, 1 sec. 1 second, dude. I need to change something on here. Give me 1 moment. Oh, God, this is all fun and games, isn't it? It really is. Hello?
Hello.
How's it going, man? You okay?
I'm all right. Yeah.
How's the preparation? First of all, how was your Christmas? Happy Christmas to you.
Yeah. It's
Belated
great.
Christmas.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah?
Thank you. Yeah. Happy New Year too, mate. It's coming up.
It certainly is coming up. Yes. What are you preparing to do for New Year?
Oh, nothing much. Just a little bit of football. I'm happy for the restart.
Okay. Just making sure everyone can hear you in the chat. Can you guys all hear Podner? Okay, in the chat. How are you doing in the mini leagues at the moment? I've not read your name out. I've not read your name out for a long time, so yeah.
Of course, I'm on the bottom. That's why. Yeah. I'm still in the game though. I've not quit.
Well, that says a lot because the mental fortitude of being able to stick to it, even though you may not be having the best of seasons. I'm not having the best of seasons either, to be honest. But a lot of points can be made up between now and the end of the season for definite.
I mean, I take quite a beating. I'm the butt of the jokes in the hangout. You know.
It's good to have that thick skin in the footballing community for definite. Certainly the Elite FPL community too. But yeah, you gone with anyone different this week, Podner, in your team?
Well, I've made a transfer. It's an insignificant transfer, but it's basically I got rid of Archer and brought in Greenwood.
Oh, for the double.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, not for the double. No, not for the double. Basically, what happened is in game week.
Oh, hang on, Greenwood.
Correct.
The
Leeds.
the Leeds player. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I didn't use a transfer.
For some reason, I thought you meant Andres Pereira, but Greenwood's completely different. Yeah, Greenwood. Yeah.
You remember when you came up with the quadremium team?
Yes.
On that long, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up not making a single transfer over the holiday break. And so my team for game week 17 that I didn't make a single transfer on scored 86.
Okay.
And I purposefully, unlike you, Captain Salah.
Okay. Well, that came out okay for you, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if both you and I would have known the Captain Rashford, we would have been a lot better off than Captain in Holland anyway, wouldn't we?
Yeah. I mean, I think going against Haaland most of the time is suicide. I'm beginning to realize that if you're respecting your FPL rank and you're wanting to retain a decent rank in FPL, that you're probably most likely going to have to stick with your guns and just perma captain Haaland. To be honest,
yeah.
As boring as it is, as much as I hate to admit, it's just a case of just sticking with Haaland and hoping your differential players that you've got in your team pay off over the course of the remainder of the season. I mean, the likes of having, say, KDB for me, and maybe even obviously Almiron. Still, a lot of people haven't got him in. Having these players that others haven't got. I know that I've moved on to Rashford now. He's becoming more popular. I think more United assets will become more popular too, but we just haven't got the depth. So it's kind of interesting to see what FPL managers do there. But yeah, it's I think this is probably one of the seasons where you're not going to get regular opportunities to get massive point differences between top FPL managers, if that makes sense, because everyone's got such a tightly similar team, like very much a template team with the players they're bringing in. Whether it, and it's probably about a very small pool of differentials that are out there. for people to actually choose from in order to make any gains whatsoever. I would say that 8 to 12 points on a given week over your FPL rival, if you're both captaining Haaland, is realistic. I don't see people getting 30, 40 points more because everyone's got the same team. You know, I see it in the Discord, the teams that are posting the Discord. I'm like, yeah, I've got 9 of those players. Majority of the time, I've got 9 players of that team. It's like I'm not gonna catch that team, you know, unless I either decide that I'm gonna captain someone completely off the radar. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Like Steve-O, you know, he's saying he's going to transfer Mitrovic back in. So then again, we're going to have 9 players that are going to be the same. So unless he decides, if I get a gap on him and he's going to bring in KDB, I think he's already mentioned he's going to bring KDB in. So if we're at the point where we've got 9 players each at the same, barring him choosing a captain of one of the players that I don't own, you know, maybe like, for example, Martial. Like, for example, Martial. If he captained Martial, that would be the only real way that it could pull through for him, because I don't own him. But he isn't going to do that. He's gonna captain either Salah, you know, or Haaland most of the time. He may kind of say, "Oh, I might do Mitrovic just to kind of throw it in," but I don't think he's got the balls to do it. I don't want to, you know, he may be listening in now, but no respect to Steve-O, he doesn't take those kind of risks. He won't. Yeah. He will not captain someone like Mitrovic over Haaland. And if he did, it would be the first, because I've never seen him take those sort of risks.
Well, we actually had this topic come up in the last couple of days in the Hangouts, and the idea of going against Haaland, and I basically called him out and said, "Come on, guys, you don't have the kahunas to actually go against Haaland. So I don't know why we're even discussing it." But that has been the topic going around. When do you go against him? So Jason, have you captained Haaland this week, or did you accidentally captain someone else?
No, I have captained Haaland this week. Yeah, my team is looking great for this week. All of the players that I've got. Wow. Oh, no way. So Steve-O's literally just messaged me saying that he's just arrived at Torquay. He was going to listen to me on the way down. So he's well, you should have left a bit later, Steve-O. It's your fault, not mine. I was actually out walking. I discovered a new walk around my local area today, which I'd never known. I went across this big bridge for the first time. But I digress. We go back to the topic. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hello, Harry Dawson. Hello, Max. We've got A. Dawson, James, and Emmy's here too. Thank you for jumping in, guys. So yeah, Haaland captain this week. Yeah, 100%. I wasn't thinking anyone else.
So I've posted my team in the screenshot for you, and I've actually gone ahead and done very similar to the team I had last week, because like I told you, I made an insignificant trade, because since I did not use one of the free transfers that we were enabled, I actually had 2 transfers this game week.
Okay.
And I was going to burn one if I didn't use it.
Okay.
Right? So that's the only reason I made a transfer.
I know about that feeling. You don't want to burn a transfer.
Because I was sitting on 2 because it rolled over. Right? But
it was a transfer.
Actually, I went from Archer to Greenwood. You can see he's the 3rd bench player on the thing. The Greenwood at Leeds. Yeah.
So, who did you take out? Sorry,
I took out Archer, who was my 3rd bench.
Oh, so it was kind of like a point. It was a kind of it's not the most exciting of transfers, but it was a transfer that you've done to not lose a transfer, I guess. And Archer was never going to play any minutes, was he?
Correct.
So, but yeah, your team, Pickford in goal against Man City. I guess, you know, that is what it is. You're hoping for save points really in that one. Clean sheets almost certainly not going to be there. So maybe you're looking at 3 points from Pickford at the very best. Alexander, maybe one. Alexander-Arnold, you must be... how do you feel owning... This is a good topic, actually. I mentioned it with Steve in the preview. Alexander-Arnold owners, are you a stubborn Alexander-Arnold owner holding on to him purely from the form and the output that he was giving you last season and before that?
So I didn't own Alexander-Arnold last season or the season before, much like you, Jason. Very hard-headed about bringing him in. But everyone says that he's essential. He's the first.
Oh, hang on. Who said that he's essential?
On the team sheet. Oh, the entire Hangouts crew.
It's not essential. Yeah. No way. He can't defend, right? And
this season. Not this season, but in the past. I'm talking just generally.
Yeah, but how many games does he need to blank in or not return in for you to think, hang on, that's 7.5 million?
Jason, I'm on your side. I've only brought him in this season about 5 game weeks ago, I think.
Well, you still got him?
I don't know. Yeah,
I know. Got him. You had a transfer to burn.
I did, but I didn't.
You kept him. Yeah, no, it's fair enough. I mean, I think Robbo, is for me is the one. But Alexander-Arnold can turn it on at any given time. He could certainly have a good game against Leicester. He could get a set piece, get a goal. And I think he is a confidence player. And as soon as he gets, a good ball in onto the head of Nunes, maybe, because I've sold Nunes now. I've taken him out for Mitrovic, so it's guaranteed that he's going to score. So there you go. Alexander-Arnold ball in, Nunes goal, and all of a sudden you've got everyone thinking, oh, Alexander-Arnold. Again. But Alexander-Arnold, Trippier, Cancelo. So just to kind of answer my question, yes or no, if Alexander-Arnold continues to, I mean, are you happy with just clean sheets from Alexander-Arnold at the moment, or are you expecting him to return you some a goal or assist over the next 5 game weeks? If he doesn't, is he gone for you?
He hasn't given me any clean sheets. I expect him to give me a goal and some assists. And if he doesn't over the next 2 or 3 weeks, yeah, he's gone. Okay.
That's cool. The rest of your team, I mean, it's again, Trippier, Cancelo, rumours on him. I don't know. Pep Roulette has come in to play again. Andreas Pereira, obviously, you've chosen to play Andreas over Ben White. What's your thinking behind that one?
Fulham are at home. It's looking like we're going to see some goals in this game.
Hey, Mo.
Southampton struggle away. I don't think that Arsenal have an easy fixture away to Brighton, and I don't think West Ham have an easy fixture versus Brentford. I think the Fulham fixture is an easier fixture than.
No, I can see that. Yeah, go with the attacking player. Yeah, I respect that. So Andreas, Saka, Rashford. So you're playing a 3-5-2 as well as me then. So Saka, Rashford, Salah, Trossard. Yes, obviously. Are you looking to move Trossard on in the near future, or
quite possibly after his fixtures get easier? Then I'll probably move him on.
Yeah, it's a solid team. Martial, Haaland, it's a very good overall team, to be fair. All players there are capable of doing something in their games. Trossard is very much an impact player for Brighton. Andreas, very lively in an attacking Fulham team at home to Southampton. So I don't see any issues there whatsoever. It's a good team. And your captain Salah as well, which is good. I like to see players that people are doing something different and going against the grain necessarily, with Haaland being the big pick this week. So I hope it comes off for you.
So thank you very much. It's just one last thing, because I was going to ask you this about 5 minutes back. If you were 4.6 million and you were still in the game,
yeah,
would you still captain Haaland?
No, I wouldn't.
Correct.
No way. I would not captain Haaland, because at 4.6 million, I would have nothing to lose, and I would go for low ownership, high output potential players. And obviously, I'll be targeting fixtures. This week, obviously, that Everton fixture stands out for Man City, massively stands out for Man City. So I understand why Haaland is the one that people are going to be going for. But in all honesty, I think you've gone with the right choice, going with Salah. I mean, you've got nothing to lose. If Haaland does bang, so be it. You know, you're looking to try to claw back rank, and you know you're going to go high risk. You're going high risk, high reward at this point.
All right,
The lineup has come out for West Ham apparently, so I'm going to find that in a moment. Anyway, but thank you for coming on. I've got someone else in the waiting room, Podner, so I'm going to get them on.
All right, Jason.
All right, buddy. Thank you for coming in.
Bye.
Cheers, man. Hey, Dutch. How's it going?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Is that Vince?
Yeah, it's Vince. How are you doing? Happy Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy Christmas and Happy New Year, man, to you. It's been a while since we last spoke to each other, Vince.
Yeah, no, I haven't come on all season. I just thought, bloody hell, I better come on and say hello. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, man. It's great to hear from you. I'm actually relieved because I fired up this deadline stream, and I must be honest, it's been a while since, you know, Steve-O asked me to fire it up, and I was like, well, it's been a while since we actually had someone come on Discord, and thankfully Podner was in the waiting room, and also yourself, because like it's so much better when you hear from other people and hear, you know, what they've done with their team and how they're building their team for the second half of the season. I say it's the second half of the season. We're actually got more than half. We're less than halfway through the season at the moment. It's crazy, isn't it, to think about that?
It's just insane how many breakups and how the season's played out, and World Cup in between, and Christmas, and now New Year's, and yeah, it's been incredible. I was saying this 2 years ago that I feel sorry for the players. I know they get paid a lot, but it's a lot of football to be dealing with.
Oh, I don't need to feel sorry for the players.
All right, fair
enough. They love playing. Majority of them love to play football. 3 games a week is you know, a lot of them are capable of playing that amount of games. To be fair,
apart from Ronaldo.
Well, yeah. Let's not even go there. Let's not even get started on that. Well, apparently the lineups are out for West Ham. I'm on the West Ham Twitter, and I don't see any lineup. Where's the information for the lineups? Someone was telling me. Not that I care about West Ham's starting 11 anyway, to be honest, from an FPL point of view. But yes, anyway.
Have you got any players tonight then, Jace, or how are you looking?
Yeah. I've got players tonight. So let me just.
Did you have the quadremium? Was that what I heard Podner say, or did you go for just 3?
I went with I had the quadremium for a period, but then I decided no, I didn't want Harry Kane. I didn't want Nunes. I had Nunes in, and then obviously now I've got Man United goggles on again, and I've gone with Rashford in my team. So I've gone with the 5 midfield.
You've got Steve-O goggles on, because I think I was in the chat listening to what we were talking about United, and we were a bit hesitant as United fans, I think.
Yeah. I'm super hesitant, but then I watched Rashford against Villa, and I was like, oh, you know what? It's just you know, he just looks on fire at the moment. I don't want to not have him. I was watching the United game, but it's kind of a weird situation because I was watching United wanting us to win the game and wanting us to score goals, but I didn't want Martial or Rashford to be involved. I was like,
no, I hear you.
I was like, oh, come on, Casemiro, come on, Bruno Fernandes. I was like cheering everyone else on.
Hennessy did us proud with that foot save from Rashford.
Oh my God, yeah, it could have been really bad. But you know, Wolves, good game. As well for us away. Yes, it is away from home, but I think that Rashford has got good potential in that. But tonight, I've got Salah playing tonight with Robertson.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So hoping Salah can do something. What's Salah's ownership? Do you know what Salah's ownership is off the top of your head?
No, I haven't.
No, I
the season. I haven't.
No. Stick volume up and nudge.
Me? Okay, one second.
No, hang on. What volume? Which
yeah.
volume? Which volume needs to be turned up? Let me know.
Mine is fully turned up.
Hang on,
I'm just using the phone on the speaker.
Talk now.
Oh, hello, Steve-O, as well. Happy Christmas, Steve-O, if you're listening in.
Oh yeah, I think he is listening in. So Vince is a Man United fan now, says Buffy.
No. I'm a sympathiser. Until the Glazers leave, I can't call myself a fan.
So let's talk about your team for Gameweek 18. a lot of familiar faces in this team. But one that will stand out is obviously Shah, the double up in that Newcastle defence. Newcastle are on exceptional form, and certainly are making a real surge to remain in the top four come the end of the season. You think they'll finish second?
No, third.
Third?
Just behind Arsenal.
Okay. Okay.
No European football. So.
Yeah. We've got Kepa, Robertson, Trippier, Shah, Mount, De Bruyne. So you're setting up with Mount there, I like it. And Kepa with your double. You got De Bruyne, Almiron, Martinelli, Tony, Mitrovic, and Haaland. The 3-4-3 formation. I love Tony. I think he's a great player, great pick, great value for money, as well as Mitrovic. To enable you to have the De Bruyne Haaland combination there. What's your team value, if you don't mind me asking? And you also got James on the bench as well, and Harvey Barnes.
I value. I think I got like 103.5, something like that. But I got like 1.1 in the bank with this team. I like the Barnes.
Don't you have a bit of a rotation dilemma there with Barnes in your team as well?
No, because it's just play Mitro or Tony every week. So that's the two that I don't mind benching. But now I understand you can't bench Mitro. So I can. Tony's only got 2 more games anyway, and then he's suspended for 2 years. So,
right.
I think that's coming the beginning of January. That stuff. So Tony will be out soon. So I think
because of the whole the betting thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know really what's the case with that. I remember Buffy talking about it like the week before, like the last game week where he got 13 points.
Right.
And he was like, no, he's got this court case, so you better get rid of him.
Wow. So really then, he's just, it's just, a final hurrah for Tony in your team.
Exactly. So I think he'll want to have one.
So you're going
to New Year's and everything.
So you've got a few, for many he's a differential, I would imagine. And you've got De Bruyne there. Were you at kind of any thoughts of captaining anyone else this week other than Haaland? I mean, be honest. No.
No, not for me. I mean, I heard the chat, but then, no, I can't listen to that chat. It's ridiculous. Like you say, it's suicide. I mean, there are weeks, like next week, the double game week, I probably won't captain Haaland. That's 1 week to go on it. There will be weeks where you can go against Haaland, but I mean, he's got Chelsea, hasn't he? Haaland's got Chelsea, and some people have got doubles, depending if Mitro's got a yellow card. I'll probably captain Mitro next week, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, I think because I would disagree with you. You were saying something about people don't have many differentials or the teams are the same. I think this is actually maybe the combinations are different, but they have all the same players because but I think there's so many good like differential picks or not the like budget picks or value.
Well, I said earlier on, I said most teams have got 9 players at the same. Well, this is an exact representation of that. You have got 9 players.
Yeah, but you're talking out of the.
Oh no, sorry, I beg. Yeah, no, sorry, 8 players of mine. So like majority of teams, are relying on the likes of say, obviously people are moving on to Mount now because of the double game week. There'll be a lot of people bringing him in. If people don't have Kepa,
sure.
But certainly, the sheep, so to speak, are certainly following the influencers and certainly the articles and bringing in the players that the majority of others are bringing in. It's very rare to see teams that have got, for the sake of argument. I'm just trying to think of someone who I think could be a big differential second half of the season. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes.
For it. Like Ronaldo, he's got to take it on. I agree with that. That can come really good soon. But I don't think Man United are. I think if you were going to get on Man United, I know you said you got Rashford now, but I think it was last week because
maybe
and then they've got tough fixtures. I think we were a bit too late on that, and then we're probably not going to sign anyone in January, so they'll be tired soon. And Casemiro.
Yeah, we ain't got much depth on the bench. I know that much. But anyway, the FPL site, apparently the FPL site is now updated, which is everyone can be excited and look at that.
Or do you know what Steve-O's done already?
Yeah, well, he said he's just going to roll a transfer, so he's not done. Yeah. Well, he said he was going to roll a transfer. Whether or not he's actually rolled the transfer, we'll find out now. Let's bring it up on the screen. Here we are. This is Steve-O's team. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Steve-O's team for Gameweek 18, and it is, just as expected. Kepa in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Robertson, Trippier, Martinelli, Salah, Rashford, Kulusevski, Haaland, Martial, Darwin. A very, very, very well-balanced team there. I think Kulusevski is the one that he wants to move on, but he can do that now. He's got some transfers got 2 transfers that you can use. Team value is the one shock, really. I look at that team, that overall team. We've got James on the bench, Andreas, Darwin, Martial, Haaland. With those players in his team, I wouldn't expect his team value to be as low as what it is, but 102 million, 102.2. It's quite surprising he's managed to fit all those players in for that.
To make that team with that value is incredible.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible.
I think Balaga and Ward helped him out a lot then. Andreas and Bueno. Yeah. Really nice team.
It's a nice team. Sorry?
No. I don't even know what I was going to say.
Oh, right, okay. I heard some noises and I was like, "What is he? What's that?" So, this is my team for this week. Kepa in goal, Akanji, Trippier, Robertson, Rashford, Almiron, Martinelli, Salah, De Bruyne, Mitrovic, and Haaland. I saw this yesterday. It is actually incredible. What's your team value then? My team value is 104.
Wow.
Yeah, 104.1 now, actually. Rose last night, I think. Did someone go up? Mitrovic went up last night or something, maybe?
Yeah, Mitrovic went up like twice this week already.
That's good news for me. It means it's going to get harder for Steve-O to bring him in. Mind you, he's got Nunes. He's going to go Nunes to Mitrovic. He's fine. Yeah.
It's a bit strange. Well, I don't know about strange because, like I said, I think there's a big pool of players to pick from, and you guys are converging on the same players. It seems the whole season. It's going to be close the whole way, I think.
Yeah, could
I guess it will boil down to if either of you want to go against Haaland and if it pays off.
Yeah, exactly. Me and Steve-O, we've always said that we find it exciting when we're very close to each other in the mini leagues. Obviously, we prefer it if we were in the top 200k, but not down towards the top 1 million mark. Unfortunately, that is the way it is. But certainly,
you're pulling each other. I was looking at it before, and you're all 10 points difference. You, Dan, and Steve-O. You need to get Dan on again because the rivalry is really close.
Dan's. I don't know if you heard, but he's been a bit moany about some of the picks he's made recently, but. Steve-O was telling me, and I replied to him. I've got Dan's in the chat now. I've got no sympathy on the sheep. The sheep mentality, Dan. You go with the players. Yep. Go with the players you want to go with. Don't go with the players that you're seeing everyone else go with. And if you do, don't moan about it, Dan. Don't moan about it. If it doesn't pay off.
Get a backbone, Dan. For God's sake.
Get a backbone. Come on, Discord, and tell me about your frustration.
So the first thing you want to talk about is that Nketiah goal, isn't it? 5 minutes of that Nketiah goal he's going to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, though, watching Arsenal and that Odegaard is an incredible player.
Yeah, he is.
I've got so much time for that player.
Yeah, is Akanji going to play? I think he'll play. Yeah, I think he'll play. Apparently, the Liverpool team. Liverpool team news is
playing Ake at wing back to accommodate Akanji in the centre back.
Yes.
So I think he's the first pick.
So the Liverpool team is as follows. I doubt there's going to be any surprises, but I'm going to read it out. Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Thiago, and Henderson. Elliott's playing. Elliott's starting. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Salah, and Nunes.
Really? He's put Oxlade-Chamberlain in there. Oh my God! The guy
I don't know about that. Don't know about that team.
Come on, Leicester. No, I'm joking. I got Robertson, but
I don't know.
Well, this is something I heard in chat. I heard Tillemans is missing from the squad. Someone is, I think Harbour Boy said it, that like, I assume he might have a move coming
But he
soon.
ain't got anyone
maybe
else
to
really he ain't really got anyone else to play there other than Oxlade, does he? I mean, he's got a weak. I mean, the bench. We talk about United having a weak bench. Look at the
Go
Liverpool
on.
bench.
What's got?
Liverpool bench. Adrian in goal. Gomez, Kanate, Keita, Tsimikas, Carvalho, Clark, Bajcetic, and Doak. They're all.
Bajcetic, that's the young kid. He's good, but apart
Yeah, I
from
like
they've
that. Yeah, it's a very weak bench.
Yeah, that's our team under Ollie when we had that's it, the no bench. Jesus.
Yeah. Let's have a look at Leicester then.
I was hearing no Tillemans. So if that is, it could be a lot of goals for Liverpool. What did they do? 5-0 before when Trent got those goal assist clean sheet.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice for Podner if Trent can pull through for him. Let me have a quick look here.
Yeah, I know that it is a
so
rolling back the years.
Ward, Castagna, Amate. Absolutely, there's no Tielemans on the starting lineup. Ward, Castagna, Amate, Face, Thomas, Ndidi, Sumare, Dewsbury Hall, Perez, Barnes, and Daka. Yeah. Oops. That's yeah. Okay. Liverpool are gonna have no problem here, I don't think.
No, I don't see it either.
Yeah. Okay.
Which players are you excited for this weekend? Like in your team, is it Mitrovic? I mean, all the others, like you say, people have got them, but Mitro against Southampton, I think, could do really well.
Yeah, Mitrovic against Southampton. I think United against Wolves. Standout games really for me this week are I would say Liverpool Leicester. I think that Leicester team's pretty poor. So I think I expect Liverpool to get, like I said, a few goals in that one. I don't think Leicester are going to score in that at all. Wolves and Man United, I think it'll be a good game. Other Fulham, Southampton, Man City, Everton, obviously is one that kind of
all those 3 o'clock games are brilliant.
Newcastle, those 3 o'clock games are a dream, aren't they? From my point of view, I can't watch any of them because they're not on any TV channels. We got Brighton, Arsenal in the evening. Tomorrow's games are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And then obviously the Nottingham Forest, Chelsea. I don't think that's going to be a biggie, to be honest. I think it's going to be a bit of a damp squib, and I don't think the Spurs Aston Villa is going to be a high scoring game.
He thinks that'll be a high scoring or a big game for Tottenham.
Yeah, well, Steve-O seems to think it may be high scoring, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. But it's like, what are you going to do? There's a whole week of football till Thursday, and then the next weekend. I mean, are you taking a week off work, or you're working from home, aren't you? So you're fine.
Yeah, watching. I'll be working from home, so I'll just kind of fit it in around it. To be honest. Oh,
okay, I've got 2 hours to do some work. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for coming on, Vince. I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream in a moment.
Thanks a lot, mate. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, mate.
Game week.
Absolutely. It's an absolute pleasure, man. Good to speak to you. Cheers, man. Take care. Good to speak to Vince again, guys. Let's read some of the messages in the chat here. Good morning or good evening, I should say, Natasha. More like midnight in India. Wow, late. Natasha, must be very late for you watching the. You're going to be staying up to watch the game tonight, the Liverpool game tonight. It's going to be what, 1:30 in the morning for you? Incredible. Hello to Animations in the chat too. Ramanathan. Hoping Solanke does something against Palace. Nuclear Atoms. Who should I replace James with? Dalot, who's back in training, or Nesta? I think maybe Dalot, purely because I'm a bit biased. Robertson says Dan. He's shouting out Robertson's name. Gakpo will make our bench stronger on Monday, says Dalipool. Yes, yeah. A good signing there. Literally just came on looking forward to being above Jason and Steve-O this game week. Yeah. Are you in the mods? Let's have a look. Here we go. Your team, Dan, is. I hope Cancelo doesn't start. But then you've got Ben White, so you're fine with the bench anyway. Looking at your team, it's very, very similar to me. Other than I've got, who have I got? Salah. I've got Salah, and you've got Darwin. That's the difference. Our teams are, I've got Salah, you've got Darwin. That is it. Oh yeah, and I've got, you've got Cancelo and I got a Kanji. There we go. That's the difference in our teams. Very little difference in our teams. Very little in terms of points that are going to be. The only thing is so it's basically between Darwin and Salah. If Salah outscores Darwin, I go above you. If Darwin outscores Salah, you stay above me. That's essentially how this looks to me, this team. Very, very, very similar to mine. And I don't know how you've managed. Oh, it's because you haven't got Salah in your team. That's why you've managed to do it. Right. On that note, everyone, thank you for being here. There's a chance I may do a stream tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock because of the standard of games that are being played tomorrow at 3 o'clock are ridiculous. I may do a stream and I might jinx it. Who knows? I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know tomorrow, guys. Thank you for being here, guys. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Follow us on social media at Elite FPL. Find us and join us on Discord, discord.gg/Elite FPL. See you guys soon. Take care.
On the road